It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Buccaneers' superstar running back. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Buccaneers and the Saints under the lights on Sunday night.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers there for Howard a week ago. 21 carries, 125 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. On third down, this is Howard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Howard. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 14 yards there, and the Buccaneer first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. You look at the Saints defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Here's Jones on the return. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt. Now in year number 6.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A look at the numbers for Ross from last week. 17 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off play action. Brenner. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Brenner. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Ross. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. They'll need the 39 here for the first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Brenner into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Howard up the middle. Gets past 1 man. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. On first and goal, Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And this one is right through. So he season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Sheds off the tackle and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for hurting the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
To throw on second down, Brenner. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here now a 3rd and 20. Back to throw. Brenner. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let him fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. And you look at the Saints' defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. A give left side to Howard. Dances by him. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he fends him off. And this is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right,
it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Throwing to start the drive. Brenner. Going right side here, and that's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Brenner. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Saints in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So out come the Bucs now.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just 1 more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Ooh, the juke. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
The extra point forthcoming. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. taken at about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Saints again ready to go on offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. This thrown quickly out to Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Third down. It's Ross. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Ross. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brenner. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also get a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Brenner. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
At the 6-yard line.
Back to throw. Brenner. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Harrison. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Looking to throw. Brenner. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece.
That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Brenner escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to strike on 3rd down coming up.
Not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And able to get this out to the 25.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by Howard. Only a yard there. Snipped out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Jones. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brenner. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrison. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the 32-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Brenner. Open man is lost, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to throw again. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 35-24, the final score. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Bijan Robinson, a touchdown run in the victory. And then on Monday night, folks, you are in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Saints to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Throwing to start the drive. Brenner. And that is incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
The throw to the middle taken in. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Number 81. 5 yards on the play.
Back to throw. Brenner. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Casey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Ross down at the 35. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, they just do that all the way downfield. Ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
It's complete, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
At the 20-yard line.
2nd and 11. And a little floater there is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways. because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ross. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Brenner. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Brenner. Got a man open. It's Ross. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back to throw. Brenner. And this one's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
You know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 3rd and short, going with a tight end. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, Brenner under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Buccaneers 10.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the sideline and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They've got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 32 on the play.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Howard. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. He leaves this one for Howard. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
A give to Howard running left. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Keeps himself upright. And this is going to be incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet, at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
At the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Ross.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They're going to look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Brenner. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A give to Howard. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught by Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Up the middle they go. It's Ross. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ross. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brenner. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he comes back with one complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5.
At the 22-yard line.
He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards.
1st and 10.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had a lot of chances but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 7. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Here we go. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. They run the counter. Ross, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That is going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw.